Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joseph. Quick and simple gospel. Yeshua, Jesus came to this earth, lived a perfect 33 years, was crucified on a cross for our sins, buried in the tomb for 3 days, and rose from the grave on the third day. We are saved through faith in Christ alone and by no other name. Amen. So good afternoon, guys. Hope you're all doing well today. Got a big show for you today. We've got a lot to talk about. We've had a mass shooting in Sweden. We've had a mass shooting in Ohio. And we're also going to cover more on all these plane incidents. And we're going to connect it more to the Super Bowl. And it should be a good show. So a lot to talk about today. Big show, that's for sure. And we'll give it a few seconds, wait for a few people to jump in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Hey Claudia, how you doing? Hey Cozy. Good to see you. Hey, Erica. Hey, Coco. Hey, Myatt Health. Hey, Mariana. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Midwest Perspective. Much love. Guys, do me a favor. When you come in, please hit the like button. Very much appreciated. Helps out the algorithm and helps more people find the video. And also, please hit the share button. That way we can get this out to more people. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get started. So I think we're going to start first with the incident in Sweden, and then we'll talk about what happened in Ohio. And I think the incident in Ohio is predictive programming for the soon Trump assassination, as you're going to see. But we'll start with Sweden. And the shooting in Sweden, I believe it's all connected to Barack Obama, who I believe is the Antichrist. All right, so here we go. All right, guys, give me 1 second to get all set up. All right, guys, so this was big news yesterday on February 4th. It says, PM declares worst mass shooting in Swedish history after gunman kills 10 in campus shooting. And this article from February 4th. All right, guys, so we're going to break this down all by the numbers using gematria, which is simply letters as numerals. And once you learn the simple code of coding letters into numbers, you can see right through the scripted coded news every day. So guys, like I said, I believe this ritual in Sweden was all connected to the Antichrist, Barack Obama. And here's why. This incident in Sweden happened on February 4th, 2025, and Obama's birthday is August 4th. So this happened 181 days before Obama's birthday. And let me read the top for you before we move on. It says, police say the shooting took place at the Risbergska school in Örebro, Sweden, and they are urging local residents to stay away from the area. All right, so long story short, this happened at the Risbergska school in Örebro, Sweden. All right, check it out. Örebro, Sweden, 181. This happened 181 days before Obama's birthday. And Risbergska school is also 181. And look at the official name of the school. Risbergska skolan, which equals 181. Like Barack Hussein Obama II Obama's full name equals 181, and Barack Obama equals 181. Now that's a lot to be a coincidence, right? Considering I tell you guys how all these rituals are connected to Obama, right? What are the odds how it connects so perfectly? So yes, this happened at Risbergska School in Örebro, Sweden, and the official name of the school, Risbergska skolan. Risbergska skolan is 181. Risbergska School, 181, or Örebro, Sweden, 181. This happened 181 days from Obama's birthday. Barack Hussein Obama II, 181, and Barack Obama, 181. Wow. So, you guys know the biggest number I talk about with Obama, the number 222. It says 10 killed in mass shooting at Swedish adult education school. In gematria, adult education school equals 222. Like the Antichrist Barack Obama, 222. And as you're going to see later when we talk more about the plane crashes, all these plane crashes were connected to Obama and the number 222. And I got even new findings to show you about the 222 stuff and the plane crashes. But anyways, don't forget, Obama's the guy who tested positive for COVID 222 days from his birthday. And they called it Wuhan coronavirus, which equaled 222. Declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. The first U.S. case 222 days from Trump's birthday. And we're going to talk more about 222 later. But anyways, this happened at an adult education school, which has that 222 like the Antichrist Barack Obama, like the Beast of Revelation, Antichrist system, Order out of Chaos. They're all 222. So it happened at Risbergska skolan. That's the official name of the school, which equals 64. And the same cipher, Barack Hussein Obama, 64. Notice Örebro, Sweden, is also 64, where this happened. And the Antichrist is 64. Now, I'll be honest, before I ran any numbers or anything, the first thing I noticed when I started looking into this, I noticed that the Prime Minister, that's the guy, see where it says PM, that means Prime Minister. He's the guy that declared this the worst mass shooting in Swedish history, right? Well, the first thing I noticed when I started looking into this story was the Prime Minister assumed office on October 18th, which is 10/18, right? And how many times have we talked about Obama and the number 10/18? So the Prime Minister of Sweden, he assumed office October 18th, that's 10/18, right? And Luke 10:18 says, "And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven." Well, Barak means lightning. Strong's 1300 Barak, lightning. Bama means a high place. So, and that's Strong's 1116, Bama, a high place. So Barack Obama means lightning from a high place, kind of like Luke 10:18, right? I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven, heaven a high place, right? And on top of that, there's so much I could say here. Let's not forget all the 10/18 rituals connected to Obama. We had Brittany Griner with the 10/18 birthday, who was found guilty and sentenced on Barack Obama's birthday. And then at the correspondence dinner, I believe that's what it was, where Joe Biden invited Brittany Griner, and they gave Griner a round of applause at 10:18 p.m. And then don't forget, Obama is the clone of Akhenaten. They look identical. Akhenaten Obama equals 666. Well, Akhenaten was the 10th ruler of the 18th dynasty. And you remember how Obama's movie, Leave the World Behind had the theme of Friends, right? The little girl finishing the last episode of Friends in the Commodus bunker, who died in 192, like Leave the World Behind 192, Obama 192. But anyways, the last episode of Friends, it's season 10, episode 18, 1018. And guess how long the last episode of Friends is? It's 2 hours and 22 minutes long, 222. And back to Obama's movie, Leave the World Behind, the director of the movie, Sam Esmail, his birthday and Obama's birthday are separated by 10 months and 18 days. And then you remember when Obama was represented in the J. Christ video from Lil Nas X, where they're wearing the Satan shoes, the Luke 10:18 Satan shoes that sold for $1,018 a pair, 666 pairs. And also, don't forget the show Squid Game, all connected to Obama. Squid Game Season 1 came out 10 months, 18 days before Obama's birthday. We had Event 201 held on 10/18. And then they had Preparing for Disease X, held 201 days from Obama's birthday and 201 weeks from COVID declared a pandemic. But anyways, we've connected the 10/18 to Obama a lot, right? So let me get to my point. It says here that the Prime Minister of Sweden assumed office on 10/18. Well, what if I told you adult education school equals 10/18? How about that? This happened at a adult education school, which equals 10/18. And guys, please hit that like button when you come in. Very much appreciated. So we got the Gematria Adult Education School 10/18, and we got the date that the Prime Minister assumed office on 10/18. So Luke 10:18, the verse about Satan, right? Well, this was a big tribute to Satan because this happened on the 35th day of the year, and it happened in Orebro, which equals 35. In the same cipher, Satan equals 35. And that's the verse we just read about Satan, right? Well, notice the suspect is a 35-year-old, Ricard Anderson. He's 35 years old. Like Orebro, 35 on the 35th day of the year, like Satan, 35. And how many days were left in the year? There were 330 days left in the year. Well, what if I told you Satan also equals 330? And how many people did the gunman allegedly kill? He allegedly killed 10 people, and Satan also equals 10. And remember what the Prime Minister said with the guy with the 10/18 date that he assumed office, connecting us to Obama? He said, worst mass shooting in Swedish history, which equals 163, like Barack Hussein Obama is 163. Now, if nothing I said convinced you yet, maybe this will do the job. Because adult education facility, which I have the wrong thing up there, but adult education facility equals Barack Hussein Obama II in 2 ciphers. So they called it adult education school, which equaled 222 and 10/18. They also called it adult education facility, which I should have put in the picture here. Give me 1 second. Adult education facility. Most of the articles are calling it, and for the record, see how they're saying 11 dead? They're including the gunman, for the record. The gunman killed 10 people. But, yeah, let me show you how most of the articles are saying adult education facility. Sorry, guys. Now I'm kicking myself already for not having my slide right. So just know the gematria is correct. I just should have put adult education facility. They're using three terms for the record. Okay, they're saying adult education school, adult education facility, and adult education center. Here you go. This is from ABC News. All right. Fatalities confirmed in shooting at adult education facility. Okay, and we've already broke down the gematria on adult education school. So don't be, don't, just because I put the wrong title up here, don't say this is not correct information. So just to be totally clear here, I can't believe I did that. I feel stupid right now. Look, two different phrases, all right? Adult education school, which was 222, like the Antichrist Barack Obama. And remember, adult education school was also 1018, right? And they're also calling it adult education facility. And that's exactly what I should have put up here. I should have put adult education facility. As you can see, adult education facility equals 359 and 134, like Barack Hussein Obama II is 359, 134. So there's another big connection to Obama, right? Adult education facility equals Barack Hussein Obama II in two ciphers. Sweden shooting has that 177 and 201, like the Jesuit Order 177, 201 were in the snake year, right? That old serpent is also 177, 201. Like the son of perdition, Barack Hussein Obama, 201. Event 201 on 1018, preparing for disease X, 201 days from COVID declared a pandemic, and 201 weeks. Or sorry, I'm all over the place now. Event 201, right? They also had Preparing for Disease X, which was 201 days from Obama's birthday, and it was 201 weeks from COVID declared a pandemic. That old serpent, 201, like Sweden shooting 201. We're in the snake year, right? It says at 12:33 p.m. local time on Tuesday, police received reports of a shooting in Örebro. Notice the 12:33, right? 33 minutes past the hour. And this is when the police received reports, right? So you got the 33 there, police 33, masonry 33. Now going back, like I know I'm harping on this because I'm like an OCD perfectionist, but I really hope nobody is thinking like this is like not, like, don't call this a stretch. Half the actually more articles are saying adult education facility than adult education school. You're actually getting more that say adult education facility. So, and like I said, adult education school was also coded. Adult education school is 222 and 1018. And adult education facility, which we see here on ABC and several other articles, it's an adult education facility. I don't know. This is what I was talking about. I literally just beat myself up over the smallest things, man. And I really wish I wasn't like this, but it's just how I am. So anyways, let me continue on. This happened allegedly at 12:33, according to police. Police 33, masonry 33, the highest degree of masonry, the 33rd degree. Let me make sure I got my comments turned on. Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and block somebody real quick. Goodbye. All right, moving on. So the suspect is Ricard Anderson. And he's got the 74 like killing 74. Masonic is also 74. And check out his name, Ricard Anderson. Ricard 37, Anderson 37. This happened in Orebro 37. And back to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister's birthday, December 29th. This happened 37 days after the Prime Minister's birthday. And shooting equals 37. So, that's a lot to be a coincidence, don't you think? This shooting was 37 days after the Prime Minister's birthday. Orebro, 37. Shooting, 37. The suspect, Ricard Anderson. Ricard, 37. Anderson, 37. And the same cipher as Orebro, 37. And remember the 10/18 date when the Prime Minister assumed office? So the shooting at the Rizbergska school happened 109 days from the anniversary of the Prime Minister becoming the Prime Minister on 10/18, right? So long story short, this happened 109 days from the anniversary of him becoming Prime Minister. Rizbergska is 109, like the last name of the shooter, Anderson, with the 2 S's in it, 109. And notice shooting is 109. So it's just perfect. This was a mass shooting at an adult education school. And that's my point. The root of this is adult education. You could say adult education school. You could say adult education facility. The root, this happened where, it was an adult education place, right? Adult education being the key, which equals 51 like mass shooting. 51 on a day with 51 date numerology. 2 plus 4 plus 20 plus 25, 51. Like mass shooting, like adult education. And on top of those 51s, look at this. This is from CNN. Mary Pigato, a 54-year-old teacher at the school, said she and her students had run to safety after someone burst into her classroom and told them to get out. And look at her name. Just happens to equal mass shooting in 2 ciphers. Mary Pigato, 51-165. Mass shooting, 51-165. What are the odds? Alright, but we'll get back to the key points. Give me a second. I gotta regroup mentally. Hold on. Let me set this down for a second before we move on. Don't go anywhere. I got like 27 more decodes for you. So, oh, getting a phone call. Howdy. Just give me a second. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little mentally worn out lately. I really am. I need a break, but I can't take one. All right, the next thing we're going to be talking about is the shooting in Ohio, which I believe is connected, I think it's predictive programming for the soon Trump assassination, which I'll get to in a second. I don't even know why I'm beating myself up right now. It's not like I spelled something wrong. If that ever happens, trust me, if I ever start doing a decode and I spelled something wrong, I'm deleting the whole thing right then and there and coming back later. There ain't no way I would ever do a decode with something spelled wrong. And I don't think that's ever... It might have happened one time out of 10,000 decodes. I had something spelled wrong. I had to shut it down. This is a couple years ago. But yeah, if you guys are new here, I'm a bit of a OCD perfectionist, and it's really not the way to live your life. But like I always say, I believe this is why God chose me to do this type of stuff, because by being an OCD perfectionist, I really get down to the bottom of things. But yeah, I didn't even spell nothing wrong. All I did was put the wrong headline in the picture, but like I said, both are coded. You know, adult education school is 222 and 1018, obviously connected to Obama, right? Adult education facility equals Barack Hussein Obama II and multiple ciphers. So, but yeah, I'm not ashamed of it. This is how I am. You know, I make one little mistake, which wasn't even a mistake. I just had the wrong headline. They're using both. So, anyways, I'm going to move on. I just had to mentally regroup for a second. But, yep. Well, we'll get back to it. We'll do the recap. I'm tired, man. I'm so tired of all this stuff all day, every day. All right, we're moving on to Trump, Ohio, right? And guys, do me a favor when you come in, please hit that like button. Very much appreciated. Okay. And it's funny, I was kind of talking smack on that slide too. Maybe God's humbling me. If you remember on that slide, I said, well, if that didn't convince you, maybe this will. And of course, that's the one slide where I had the issue. Okay, let's move on. I'm ruining the show. Let me keep going. Someone says, tired, ? It's just getting started. Yeah, I'd have to argue with you on that. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are tired ever since they locked down the whole world like 5 years ago, and the whole world changed 5 years ago. So no, it's not just getting started. Yeah, we probably got a ways to go, but no, it's not just getting started. A lot of us are extremely tired and worn out from doing this for so long, including me. But anyways, let's keep going. All right, one sec. I gotta readjust this whole thing again. All right, guys, so we also had a mass shooting in Ohio, and I believe this one is connected to the soon assassination of Donald Trump. All right? And hold on, now I'm... Just give me a second, guys. Now I can't get my screen where I want it, of course. Maybe just go take like a lunch break, guys. Take like a 30-minute lunch break, and then when I can get my life back in order, maybe come back. I don't know. This is like becoming one of the worst shows I've ever done now at this point. The numbers are great, but my presentation freaking sucks. Let me just move on, man. I don't know what's going on today, but I'm not with it. Yeah, you're right, Gene. Let me take a minute, drink some water. I'm about to call this a spiritual attack because, like, I am feeling very, not very happy right now. Give me a second, man. You know, I think that's what it is, guys. I think I'm under spiritual attack right now. I think I'm under some, like, crazy spiritual warfare today. So if y'all could say a prayer for me today, I would really appreciate it. I'm just not my normal self right now. I don't know. Alright, guys. Let's get back on track. You ready? Here we go. Let's talk about the soon Trump assassination. Ohio warehouse shooting. Suspect at large after 1 killed, 5 injured. Alright. Says Bruce Foster III identified as suspect in shooting at KDC-1 manufacturing plant in New Albany, Ohio. Okay. One person is dead and several others are wounded after a shooting at a cosmetic manufacturing plant in Ohio, police say. The city of Albany, Ohio posted on its website that police responded to an active shooter situation at the KDC-1 manufacturing plant just before 11 p.m. Tuesday. Authorities have now launched a manhunt for the suspect identified as Bruce Reginald Foster III. He is described by the New Albany Police Department as being 6 foot tall, weighing 175 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. All right. So, I think this is all pointing to the soon assassination of Donald Trump. And now I got to go turn down my fan because it's too loud. 1 second. Okay, so why do I think this is connected to the soon assassination of Trump? Well, this story has all the Trump numbers that we talk about. Okay? And also, let me say this. Our good friend, Jurassic Liars, Garo, you guys know him, right? Make sure you check him out. Subscribe to his channel, Jurassic Liars. And you know what? Let me give him the proper shout out. Let me show you his channel. That way you know how to spell it and everything. Alright? Because some of you may know our good friend Jurassic Liars. He's been predicting that Trump would be getting his head wound in Ohio. Alright? So he's talked a lot about this in connection to Ohio. So definitely check him out, and I'm going to be talking more about him in a few seconds. See, he's live right now. They might even be playing my video. You never know. But yeah, check him out. Jurassic Liars, Elvis Seattle 611, Trump 84. So he thinks Trump's going to get his head wound in Ohio on Obama's birthday, on 8/4. All right? Here, let's click on it. Let's see. I don't think he'd be showing anything, but maybe they're talking. Let
me show you what I mean. Just
So there he is. Check him out. Jurassic Liars, all right? So, let me get to the point here of the decode. So Jurassic thinks it's going to happen in Ohio on Obama's birthday. And I have no problem with that prediction. I think it's very possible that Trump could go down in Ohio on Obama's birthday. Now, here's where me and Jurassic differ a little bit. We both think that Trump is going to be shot again. We both agree on that. I think they've already done the Revelation 13:3 symbolism, and when Trump gets shot again, he's going to be gone for good, and it's going to be like the ultimate order out of chaos, right? Now, Jurassic thinks that Trump's going to receive a deadly head wound on Obama's birthday, 8/4, and then he's going to come back from the dead, right? Like Revelation 13:3 about the deadly head wound. And what I've pointed out in the past is I believe they've already done the symbolism from Revelation 13:3, which doesn't mean they can't do it again, right? It just means that this was clearly predicted programming, and this is connected to Trump and a head wound. So let me try to explain to you what I mean here. The verse about the deadly head wound, it's Revelation 13:3. And if you just copy and paste Revelation 13:3, it says, "And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast." That whole verse equals 1086. In simple English, 1086, right? Well, that's crazy because the would-be assassin, Crooks, he was exactly 1086 weeks and 0 days old. And that's the exact gematria of the verse about the deadly head wound. 1086. Trump was shot in the ear attached to the head, obviously, right? Gunshot wound, 1086. Now, on top of that, right, that was also on the 195th day of the year. Butler, that was on July 13th, the 195th day of the year. See how Trump head wound is 195? See how Trump shooting is 195? And the one victim was Corey Comparator, 195. And then back to the 1086. By the way, don't forget the birthday of Crooks, 9/20/03. That's the 8,888th prime number. Like Trump equals 88. Like Trump was shot 88 months after the Snoop Dogg video, Lavender, where he's pointing the gun at Trump. But anyways, look, you see the number about, the deadly head wound and the beast? It equals 1086. I just want to show you that I've been talking about that number before Butler even happened. This was 2022 when I showed you guys they went full power at CERN with the Large Hadron Collider exactly 1,086 weeks and 0 days after 9/11. When Large Hadron Collider is 1,086, Barack Hussein Obama II, that's Obama's full name, it equals 1,086. And, hey, maybe there's something to that with Obama's birthday, right? I just thought about that because yeah, the whole verse equals 1086, and Jurassic is talking about it happening on Obama's birthday, right? And notice Obama's full name, Barack Hussein Obama II, is 1086, like the beast system, 1086. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you. And also, let me say this. Let's say, because remember, my prediction is Trump is going to get shot again, but that'll be it for Trump. It's going to be the ultimate order out of chaos. And obviously Jurassic thinks he's going to be shot and come back to life. Well, obviously I've been telling people that I think Obama is the Antichrist, right? Well, let's say that Trump does get shot and come back to life. Well, I would obviously have to readjust my position, because then it would be pretty obvious, right? Okay, he's the Antichrist that recovers from a deadly head wound, right? Well, if that were to happen, yeah, Trump could be the Antichrist, or, Trump could be playing like the role of the Antichrist in a way, if that makes sense. And let's just say Trump is the Antichrist or the fake Antichrist. Well, then that would make Obama either Satan, literally Satan the dragon, or he could be playing the role of Satan, and or maybe even the false prophet. All right, I'm not totally sure. I just know Trump's definitely involved. I know Obama's definitely involved. And, when I say things like Obama could be Satan or playing the role of Satan, Well, look at the decode we just did with the 1018 connection. Luke 1018, I beheld Satan as Barack. When Obama announced he was running for president, he was exactly 45 years, 6 months, and 6 days old. Strong's 4566 is Satan. Obama equals dragon in 3 ciphers. Dragon, another name for Satan. When Donald Trump announced he was running for re-election 666 days from his last full day in office, that day was 103 days from Obama's birthday. Obama's 103, and it was 103 weeks before the election. And that old serpent, 201, like the son of perdition, Barack Hussein Obama, 201. Anyways, there's many connections between Obama and Satan. But anyways, now that I've laid the foundation, the groundwork for what I'm about to say, let's get into it, shall we? So this happened in Ohio. And as you're going to see, this whole decode has all the Trump numbers we talk about. All right? So let's get going here. Ohio equals 47. This happened in New Albany, Ohio. Notice New Albany equals 47. The suspect was arrested at a home in Columbus, and Columbus equals 47. And the shooting happened at a warehouse. Warehouse equals 47, like White House 47, like President 47, like Trump just became the 47th president, and Trump equals 47. So let's see, how many 47s do we have in this story? It's Ohio, 47, New Albany, 47, arrested in Columbus, 47, and the shooting was at a warehouse, 47. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different 47s connected to this shooting in Ohio, where Jurassic is telling people this is where Trump's going to get taken out on Obama's birthday. And I'm going to talk more about that 84 number when I get to the 222 slide, because if you remember, Trump went back to Butler 2 months and 22 days later, which was also 84 days later, which is Garrow's prediction, 84, and Butler equals 84, and Obama equals 84. And Obama's birthday is 8/4, and Trump's birthday is 6/14, and 6 times 14 is 84. And it was exactly 84 months after the calm before the storm statement that Trump was back in Butler. So we'll get to that. So, it's funny, I was actually in Garrow's Live last night when this story was breaking, and we were breaking it down on the fly live. And one of the first things that stood out to me, the address of this place. This happened at KDC-1, Columbus, a manufacturing plant in New Albany, Ohio, right? Well, look at the address. The address of this place is 8825. Well, that's wild because Trump equals 88 and 25. So we got the 47 connection, we got the 88 and the 25 connection. Excuse me. This happened at KDC-1. Well, look at that, guys. KDC-1 is 25 and 29, like Trump is 29 and 25 in the same ciphers. And you know what else is 29? Let me find it. There you go. Ohio is also 29. So Trump 47, Ohio 47. Trump is also 29, like Ohio is 29. So Trump equals Ohio in multiple ciphers. And let me get back to where I was. There you go. So Ohio also has the 29, like KDC-1, like Trump. And then, I mean, wow. KDC-1 equals Trump in 2 ciphers. Okay. Well, more specifically, this is KDC-1 Columbus, which equals 76, like manufacturing plant, 76, like active shooting, 76, like Donald John Trump, 76. And look at this, guys. Not only is KDC1 Columbus 76 like Donald John Trump, but KDC1 Columbus is 220 and 76 like Donald John Trump is 220 and 76 in the same ciphers. And this was an active shooting, which equals 68 and 76 like Donald John Trump is 68 and 76. And this happened exactly 48 weeks from the governor's birthday. And that's interesting because New Albany, Ohio equals 48, like Donald Trump equals 48. And remember when Trump was shot in Butler? Exactly 48 weeks and 0 days before his birthday. When Trump shot equals 48, Trump rally 48, Donald Trump 48. And speaking of Butler, Butler happened on July 13th, 2024. This shooting in Ohio happened 207 days after Butler. New Albany, Ohio equals 207. How about that? Couldn't script it any better, right? New Albany, Ohio, 207. We got this story 207 days after Butler. This was a workplace shooting, which equals 248, like President Donald Trump, 248, Trump assassination, 248. America is currently 248 years old right now. So is the Illuminati. And warehouse shooting equals 222, like Trump is 222. And we know how big that number is with Trump. Trump organization equals 222. And the first U.S. case of COVID was 222 days from Trump's birthday. Declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. They called it Wuhan coronavirus 222. Trump just won the election 222 days before his birthday. He just rolled out the Stargate project 222 days from his birthday. But anyways, oh, don't forget Trump's sister died 222 days from her birthday, and Ivana Trump died 222 days from her birthday. So notice the date duration down here, October 5th, 2024. That's when Trump went back to Butler after being allegedly hit in the ear in Butler, right? So he went back to Butler 2 months and 22 days after the incident there. So there's a 222. And the 2 months and 22 days is also 84 days. And again, that's Garo's prediction. Trump's going to be taken out on Obama's birthday, 8/4. So he went back to Butler 84 days later. Butler equals 84. And it was on October 5th, the anniversary of the calm before the storm statement. It was exactly 84 months after the calm before the storm statement was made. And again, Trump's birthday is 6/14. 6 times 14 is 84. Now, speaking of 6/14, what if I told you this happened in New Albany, Ohio, where the area code is 6/14, Donald Trump's birthday? How about that? This happened in New Albany, Ohio, that has the 6/14 area code. That is Trump's birthday, 6/14. This happened at a cosmetic manufacturing plant, which has the 109, like shooting 109. We talked about the 109 with the shooting in Sweden, which we're going to recap again. Especially after my horrible presentation to start off this video. I definitely got to do a recap today, right? The last name of the suspect, Foster, 837934, like murder, 837934. And this happened on February 4th, 2025, a day with 51 date numerology. And this was another mass shooting like we had in Sweden, right? So we had 2 mass shootings on the 51 date numerology. How perfect when mass shooting is 51, like his name, Bruce Foster, is 51. Now, just in case you think I'm a crazy person, notice Bruce Foster is a perfect match to mass shooting in every cipher. Not every cipher, 3 ciphers, sorry. 3 cipher match. 3 out of 4, pretty good, right? Bruce Foster, 51, 165, 66. Like mass shooting, 51, 165, 66. And, look, we've connected this whole thing to Donald Trump, right? Bruce Foster III, 159, mass shooting, 159. Donald Trump, 159. All right, that was it for that one. But wow, all the Trump numbers, right? Okay, now I have some other things prepared for you. And we're going to be hopping around a few different topics here. Now, I won't be doing any recaps on this stuff here, so pay attention, because some of it is a recap already. All right. Let's see. Let me make sure I haven't forgotten anything yet. Except my marbles. I think I've lost my marbles, guys. I think it's finally catching up with me. Okay. So, I'm going to try to move through a lot of the stuff as quick as I can. Long story short, guys, when I got done, remember my live stream yesterday was all about the connection between the song American Pie and all these plane incidents and the Super Bowl coming up, right? Well, long story short, when I got done with the live, somebody left a comment. They said, hey, because a lot of my video is about the number 222, which we're going to get into. They're like, hey, man, did you know that movie? There's a movie called American Pie? Because I was connecting all the plane crashes to the number 222 and the number 666. But anyways, he's like, hey, did you know there's a movie called American Pie that came out 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days before 9/11? And I'm like, whoa. And you'll see all that. But anyways, I have some new information to share with you, and let's get started. So, we've been connecting all these plane incidents to the Super Bowl, right? Long story short, there was a famous plane crash, February 3rd, 1959, called The Day the Music Died. And that was the crash that killed Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper. There was also another plane crash that day that killed 65 people. So very big plane crash day. So we've been connecting all these plane incidents to the Super Bowl, where the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be playing. They have 666 wins right now. If they were to lose the Super Bowl, which is possible, their all-time record, including the playoffs, would be 666 and 666, right? So the Super Bowl is going to be 66 years and 6 days after that plane crash, the day the music died. And that plane crash, the day the music died, inspired the song American Pie. And the song American Pie was first performed on Pi Day, March 14th, in Philadelphia, right? And we have the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl at 666 wins. And again, this is going to be 66 years and 6 days after the plane crash, the day the music died. And how did we get to talk about the number 666? I know you guys have seen this slide about 1,000 times now, but I gotta go over it again. So the week before we had the helicopter crash into the American Eagle in Washington, we had the Philadelphia Eagles pick up win number 666 on the anniversary of Kobe Bryant's death, who's from Philly, who died in a helicopter. And they picked up win number 666 to advance to the Super Bowl. And they left the Washington Commanders on 666 wins. By the way, the Eagles advanced to the Super Bowl by scoring 55 points. And then we had the Learjet 55 crash into the Philadelphia area that was headed to Missouri, where the Chiefs play. But anyways, the Philadelphia Eagles, they advanced to the Super Bowl by picking up win number 666 over the Washington Commanders. And notice the Washington Commanders record now is still at 666. So both of these teams have 666 wins. This was just days before you had the American Eagle, like the Philadelphia Eagles, crash into the helicopter. And that Eagle was from Wichita, Kansas, which reminds you of Kansas City Chiefs, right? And again, I know Wichita's in Kansas, Kansas City's in Missouri, but you get the point. And where did the plane crash? The plane that crashed in Philadelphia was headed for Missouri, right? So all this stuff is very ritualistic. And they have this helicopter collide with the American Eagle in Washington right after this game, where the Eagles pick up win 666 and leave Washington on 666, right? And again, the Eagles did that against Washington on the anniversary of Kobe's death. It was January 26th, and Kobe is from Philadelphia, right? Well, remember, it was a helicopter that crashed in Washington. Kobe died in a helicopter, and helicopter equals 666. And Kobe scored his career-high 81 points in game number 666 of his career. And on game day, before the game was played, the Eagles posted out on Twitter or X a picture of a helicopter. Okay? And then we talked about how the song American Pie, it was released in October 71, which is crazy because the new Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, he was born in October of 71, and he was born 660 weeks and 6 days after the day the music died, the plane crash that inspired American Pie, which came out October 71 when he was born, right? And then Sean Duffy equals 606, like we had that crash in Philadelphia right after the helicopter plane crash, which I connected to Kobe. We just happened to have a plane crash in Philadelphia, Kobe's hometown. I mean, what are the odds of that? So Sean Duffy has the 606. The crash in Philadelphia was at 6:06 p.m. Like Philadelphia equals 6:06, and the crash in Philadelphia was 60 months and 6 days after Kobe Bryant died. And remember, they said 6 people were killed on the plane, and 6 on the ground were hospitalized, and 6 cars were on fire, and 6 houses were on fire, right? And then we also pointed out yesterday how Sean Duffy was born October 3rd, 1971. That was 243 days after the anniversary of the crash, which inspired American Pie. And so he was born 243 days after the crash anniversary, like American Pie equals 243. Okay? Now, I also pointed out how the person who wrote American Pie, Donald McLean, has the 226, like airplane crash, 226. And the guy who wrote American Pie is Donald McLean III, right? Notice his birthday is 125 days from when the crash happened. The day the music died happened February 3rd, 1959. And Donald McLean III, who wrote American Pie, his birthday just happens to be 125 days from, the airplane crash that inspired his song, American Pie, right? So how crazy is it that Donald McLean III is 125, like airplane crash is 125, and his birthday is 125 days from that plane crash? That's pretty wild, right? So we also talked about yesterday, it wasn't too long ago, April 26, 2023, where we had the president of South Korea, Yoon. He sang American Pie at the White House. And if you go forward 666 days from when he sang American Pie, it's interesting that you land on February 20th this year, 220, which is the day leaving 314 days left in the year. And 314 is Pie. Like American Pie was performed for the first time on March 14th, 314. And so it's interesting, if you do go forward 666 days, you land on 220, which is the gematria of Don McLean III, 220, who wrote American Pie. So that's also interesting, right? So we're talking about the South Korea president, Yoon, and let me hop over to my next point. So Yoon, he sang American Pie he did it on April 26, 2023. That was 43 days from the anniversary of American Pie being performed for the first time. And notice plane crash is 43, like South Korea 43. And then we just had the plane crash in South Korea that was 43 days before the Super Bowl. And plane crashes, 43. Like South Korea, 43. And remember that crash that was in the Potomac, right? We had one 43 years ago, and that one was headed to Florida, which equaled 43. And the one that crashed into the Potomac was from Kansas, which equals 43, remember? All right, now I think we're going to move on to the new American Pie connections. All right, so if you didn't watch the 8-minute video I put out yesterday, you haven't seen this stuff yet. So somebody, I forget who it was, but shout out to them. They gave me the heads up in the comments because my whole live stream yesterday I was connecting American Pie to the number 222 in plane crashes. So this was a huge confirmation. They said, hey man, you know there was a movie called American Pie, and that came out July 9th, 1999. And that just happened to come out 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days before the biggest plane disaster day ever, 9/11. And the song American Pie inspired by, you know, the other horrible plane crash day, the day the music died. So anyways, the movie American Pie, right? Remember the song American Pie is about a plane crash, obviously. So the movie American Pie came out 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days before 9/11, 222. Well, on top of that, the movie American Pie came out 22 weeks and 2 days from the anniversary of the plane crash that inspired the song American Pie. The plane crash was February 3rd. So American Pie came out 22 weeks and 2 days from the anniversary of the crash. So you put those two together, that's pretty remarkable. The movie came out 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days before 9/11, the plane crash day. And the movie came out 22 weeks and 2 days from the anniversary of the crash. We got the double 222. And that's crazy because I spent all day yesterday connecting plane crashes to the number 222. And we started off with this. The song American Pie was performed for the first time 222 days from Obama's birthday. And we also have the blood moon eclipse coming up on Pi Day, March 14th, 2025, 222 days from Obama's birthday. The Antichrist, Barack Obama, the Beast of Revelation, Antichrist system, Beast, they're all 222. So there's a connection established, right, between American Pie, Obama, and the number 222, right? Well, in Obama's old stomping grounds of Chicago, where he was the senator, we just had another plane incident on February 1st, 2025. And that happened 222 days before the anniversary of 9/11. Wow. And that was at O'Hare. And O'Hare equals 222, like Beast. And the birthday of Edward O'Hare just happens to be 222 days from Obama's birthday. And this happened in Illinois, where J. Robert Pritzker is governor. His name is also 222. And do you remember the zip code on that airport? It was 60666, the zip code of the airport where this happened. Then we had the plane crash in Philadelphia, which was 222 days before the mayor's birthday, and it was 222 days after the president of Mexico's birthday, and everyone on the plane was from Mexico. And the little girl was at Shriners Hospital, which equals 222. Shriners connected to Freemasonry, like the Freemason motto, order out of chaos, 222. Then the plane that hit the helicopter was flight 5342, which equals 222. Then we had the plane catch on fire in Houston that was headed to New York, where 9/11 went down. And we got that story February 2nd, which, including the end date, was 222 days before 9/11. And it was United Airlines flight 222 headed to New York, 222, on February 2nd, which equals 222. And then, back in December of 2024, not too long ago, we had 38 killed after Azerbaijan Airlines plane crashed in Kazakhstan, and that happened 222 days from the president of Kazakhstan's birthday, and that plane crash was also 222 days before Obama's birthday. And you know what I just realized? I've been going through this decode a few times now. Every single time I never mentioned Azerbaijan Airlines plane equaled 222. Wow. If you guys remember, I talked about this yesterday and the day before. Both times I never mentioned. See, I need a break, man. I never mentioned the gematria on top of it. Azerbaijan Airlines plane equals 222. My goodness. Like, is that a coincidence? And we've been connecting all these plane crashes, obviously, to the Super Bowl. And my point, the 222 is very connected to the Chiefs. I mean, the 222 is more connected to the Chiefs than any other team I've ever seen, right? That's because Andy Reid picked up his first Super Bowl win with Mahomes on February 2nd, 2020. That was 2-2-2-2. And when Andy Reid picked up his first Super Bowl win, that was his 222nd career win. Win number 222. And he did that on February 2nd, which equals 222. And it was February 2nd, 2020, which equals 2220. And halftime was J-Lo. And J-Lo equals 222. And the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl 222 weeks after the Kansas City Royals won the World Series. Royals like crown. Like Corona means crown, right? And what I forgot to mention, why is this so important, the 222? Remember, COVID was all about 222. COVID declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. Now, this was the first Super Bowl during the time of COVID. Because the first case of COVID was January 21st, 2020, which was 222 days after Trump's birthday. Like Trump 222, like Wuhan coronavirus 222. So this was the first Super Bowl during the time of COVID, which was all connected to the 222. This was also the first Super Bowl after Kobe Bryant's death. And as you're going to see, we've been connecting Kobe to these plane incidents, right? Well, Kobe was also connected to the number 222. So, let me keep going here. I think I mentioned all this, right? Yeah. So, again, this was the first Super Bowl during the time of COVID. It was right after this happened. January 21st, we had the first U.S. case of COVID 222 days after Trump's birthday. And notice Trump just rolled out the Stargate project on the anniversary of that, 222 days after his birthday. Wuhan coronavirus 222, like World Economic Forum, Antichrist System, Event 201, COVID vaccines, they're all 222. It was declared a pandemic exactly 222 months after 9/11. Trump just won the election 222 days before his birthday. Trump equals 222. And in the year 2022, 222, Obama tested positive 222 days after his birthday. And then Kobe's death kicked off coronavirus. Remember, he died the first week of coronavirus in the United States. And Kobe has a tattoo of a crown. Corona means crown. And Kobe was buried in Corona Del Mar. And Kobe died 22 weeks and 2 days after his birthday. How about that? Like Wuhan coronavirus 222 declared a pandemic 222 months after 9/11. And remember, Kobe died in a helicopter, which equals 666, like vaccination 666. Like COVID was declared a pandemic 666 days after the Claydex pandemic simulation. And speaking of Kobe and the number 222, don't forget this big ritual. UFC fighter Francis Ngannou, he confirmed the death of his infant son Kobe, who was named after Kobe Bryant. And little Kobe died April 27th, 2024. Little Kobe died exactly 222 weeks and 0 days after Kobe Bryant died. And the dad's name, Francis Ngannou, equals 222. And the first Super Bowl, back to the Chiefs, remember, Andy Reid picked up his first Super Bowl win when he got win number 222. And that was with Mahomes. Well, the only Super Bowl that Mahomes ever lost, that was the Buccaneers Super Bowl to Brady, which was in the Buccaneers home stadium, which was also during the time of COVID. And notice that Mahomes lost his only Super Bowl 222 days before his birthday. Like Buccaneers Super Bowl is 222. And notice that Patrick Mahomes has the record for the most touchdowns under the age of 29, and the number is 222 touchdowns. Yeah, you guys in the chat are right. You can't make this stuff up. And the one Super Bowl that Mahomes lost 222 days from his birthday, that was, again, during the time of COVID, where Brady picked up win number 222 that year in his first year with the Buccaneers, and then he came out of retirement 222 days from his birthday, Tom Brady. Remember, that was the Super Bowl where Brady threw for 201 yards, like Event 201, and the Bucs went to the White House that year on the 201st day of the year. Now back to the Chiefs. Remember the Chiefs Super Bowl last year, the guy who caught the game winner, Kerry Nicole Hardman Jr., his birthday and Obama's birthday last year, separated by 222 days. And this was right after Obama's movie, Leave the World Behind, about a blackout. This guy said he blacked out when he caught the ball. His first and last name, Kerry Hardman, equals 666. His full name, Kerry Nicole Hardman Jr., 192. Like Leave the World Behind, 192, which ends in the Commodus Bunker, who died in 192. Like Obama equals 192. Like the Super Bowl was 192 days from Obama's birthday, and Super Bowl 58 equals 192, and Usher Raymond IV equals 192. But yeah, Kerry Nicole Hardman Jr., 192, his birthday 222 days from Obama's birthday. So, that's a lot of 222s connected to the plane crashes and the Chiefs and the Super Bowl to be a coincidence, don't you think? So, anyways, I mentioned all that because the new information we got, which was after the live stream yesterday, pretty interesting, because we connected American Pie and all these plane incidents to the number 222. And now I find out the movie American Pie came out 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days before 9/11, plane crash day. And American Pie, the movie, came out 22 weeks and 2 days after the anniversary of that plane crash that inspired the song American Pie. Now, I want to move on to more on the number 222, because if you remember, we had that plane crash in South Korea, and that happened right after the show Squid Game came out, which is the #1 show in the world, which is out of South Korea. And I've been telling you guys for years how Squid Game was all connected to Obama. We broke it down years ago with Squid Game Season 1, and then Squid Game Season 2 just happened to come out 222 days before Obama's birthday. And remember all, I'm not going to get into all of it today, but Squid Game all connected to the 456. Player 456 is Seung Gi Hun, which equals 456. I might as well just go through it in a minute. Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, we had the plane crash in South Korea, right? And right before that plane crash, Squid Game came out in South Korea, 222 days before Obama's birthday. And the crazy thing about this season of Squid Game, player number 222 is like the star this year, right? Just happened, as they release it 222 days from Obama's birthday, player number 222 just happens to be the big star this year. And look at her name. Player number 222 is Kim Jun-hee, which is a perfect match to Squid Game. So that should tell you something about player 222. Kind of important to the show, right? Notice how Squid Game is also a perfect match to Freemason. That's player 222. And let's see. I already talked about that. Here we go. Yeah, I already talked about that earlier. Okay. So back to the plane crash in South Korea that happened right after Squid Game came out. I just want to show you how that plane crash was also connected to Obama. That was Jeju Air Flight 2216. All right, and the flight was coming from Bangkok, Thailand, and it crashed in Muon County. Look, sorry it's a little fuzzy. That crash was 147 days after Obama's birthday. Jeju Air Flight 2216 147, Muon County 147, Squid Game 147 in Thailand 147. And remember, the plane crash happened with 181 people on it right after I did my decode on Squid Game and the number 181 in that show. They said South Korea plane with 181. Skids off runway and explodes. Well, look, South Korea plane equals 181. We started out the show today talking about the 181, which we're going to talk about again, the thing in Sweden. But notice South Korea plane, 181. There was 181 people on that plane. Like Barack Hussein Obama II, 181. Barack Obama, 181. And this was my video like 2 days before that plane crash happened. I pointed out how in the show Squid Game, they took a vote after the first game to see if, they wanted to end the game and everyone go home. And they show the vote was tied 181 to 181 right before the crash in South Korea. This is the show out of South Korea. So pretty crazy that I was talking about, South Korean 181 2 days before that happened. And I guess since we're here, I could go through the 456s real quick. But remember, the show Squid Game, it's all about 456 players competing for 45.6 billion Korean won. Player 456 is Seung Gi-hun, which equals 456. Gi-hun, 456. We got the new president of South Korea right before Squid Game Season 2 came out. His name Han Duck-soo, 456. And if we go back 456 days before Squid Game Season 1 came out, we land on the birthday of Han Duck-soo. And we got that news 45 weeks and 6 days from the birthday of player 456, whose name equals 456. And Squid Game Season 1 came out 45 weeks and 6 days from the birthday of player 456. And Squid Game also came out. Here's your big connection, just in case you think I'm crazy about the connection to Obama. Squid Game Season 1 came out 45 weeks and 6 days before Obama's birthday. And in Gematria, President Barack Hussein Obama equals 456. And when Obama announced he was running for president, he was 45 years, 6 months old. More specifically, when Obama announced he was running for president on February 10th, 2007, he was 45 years, 6 months, and 6 days old. Strong's 4566 is Satan. And Barack H. Obama equals 456. And the character that plays player 456, Lee Jung-jae, the actor's birthday December 15th, and the fictional 456, his fictional birthday October 31st. So the real birthday of the actor who plays 456, it's 45 weeks and 6 days from his character's birthday. I mean, that is astronomical. And that's probably why I've lost my marbles, because this stuff is just driving me nuts. And then we had Joe Biden fall off the bike in Delaware 456 days after he fell down the stairs of Air Force One. And he fell off the bike on June 18th, which is the birthday of Han Duck-soo, which equals 456, the new president, right? And then we talked about 1018 today, the show Squid Game, or sorry, the news of the impeachment when they got the new president. That happened 10 months and 18 days from the birthday of player 456, 1018, like Luke 1018. And season 1 came out 10 months and 18 days after the birthday of 456. And what if I told you Squid Game Season 1 came out 10 months and 18 days before Obama's birthday? There you go. And, oh yeah, not only is Honduck Sioux 456, but it was also 666. And we got that news 44 days from the birthday of player 456, Obama number 44, like impeached. Season 1 came out 44 days after his birthday. And guess what? Squid Game Season 1 came out 44 days after Obama's birthday. Obama number 44, right? What are the odds of that? And Season 2 came out 44 weeks before the birthday of player 456. Both Season 1 and Season 2 make a reference to 201. In Season 1, after the first game, 201 players completed the first game. Like the Son of Perdition, Barack Hussein Obama 201, That Old Serpent 201, King of Babylon, Barack Obama 201, Event 201 on 10/18. And then after 2 games in Season 2, there are 201 players eliminated after 2 games, bringing the total prize money to $20.1 billion. So both Season 1 and Season 2 talk about the number 201 in the show. We had Preparing for Disease X, the pandemic simulation, held on 10/18, which connects to Obama. And, the Event 201. I am so scattered today. It's like the worst show I've ever done. Event 201 was held on 10/18, which connects to Obama. Well, there was also Preparing for Disease X, which was held 201 days before Obama's birthday. And it was also held exactly, because if you think that's a coincidence, is this a coincidence that they held Preparing for Disease X exactly 201 weeks and 0 days after COVID was declared a pandemic, when 201 was the big number of the pandemic? Event 201. William Henry Gates 201, the full name of the Jesuit Pope Jorge Mario Bergoglio 201, who lives in Suite 201 at the Doma Sancti Marte 201, the founder of the Jesuit Order Ignatius of Loyola 201, the Jesuit Order 201. The Georgia Guidestones went down 201 days from the Pope's birthday. The first celebrity with COVID, Tom Hanks, when he let us know he had COVID, he also let us know he was losing in gin rummy by 201 points. The list goes on. Then remember, around the time Squid Game came out, we had the giant squid in Obama, Japan. Giant squid is a perfect match to Antichrist. And the giant squid washed ashore 216 days after Squid Game. Like Obama born on the 216th day of the year. And speaking of 216 and September 17th, you know September 17th is Patrick Mahomes' birthday. So Squid Game came out on Patrick Mahomes' birthday. And what's funny about that, the giant squid washed ashore in Obama, Japan, 216 days after Squid Game came out. Well, Patrick LeVon Mahomes equals 216. Interesting. But anyways, big connections with Obama and Patrick Mahomes. If you didn't know, the birthday of Patrick Mahomes is 44 days from Obama's birthday going one way. Going the other way, the birthday of Patrick Mahomes is 10 months and 18 days from Obama's birthday. 10/18. Kansas City, 32. Chiefs, 32. Barack Obama, 32. Obama, 32. Kansas City Chiefs, 64. Barack Hussein Obama, 64. The Antichrist, 64. So, all this stuff is connected to Obama. I'm not going to mention this stuff again. And, okay, I think that's where I wanted to be. Let's see. Covered the 147, the 181. Oh. Real quick. One more thing on American Pie I thought was interesting. Or did I not upload it? Maybe I didn't upload it. Oh, here it is. So, interesting. And thank you to Gene Splice to put this idea in my head yesterday. Isn't it interesting, the song American Pie? Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And we talked about that yesterday with New Orleans and the levee connection. And more. But anyways, don't you think it's interesting the star of American Pie is Eugene Levy? When the song American Pie talks about levees. I mean, how many songs, have words about a levee? Not too many, right? So yeah, Eugene Levy, star of American Pie, drove my Chevy to the levee from the song American Pie. And I just thought it was interesting since we're connecting that movie, American Pie, to 9/11. I just thought it was interesting. Notice Eugene Levy has the Pope's birthday, December 17th. And that means 9/11 was 97 days from his birthday. Also 97 days from the Pope's birthday. And that means 9/11 was 97 days from their birthday, and plane crash equals 97. And yeah, as Cody just mentioned, Eugene Levy is also the honorary mayor of Pacific Palisades, which we just had the big fires at, right? So not only does he have the levee, like drove my Chevy to the levee in the song American Pie, not only was 9/11 97 days from his birthday when plane crash is 97, but it's also interesting that Eugene Levy is a perfect match to Antichrist in 3 out of the 4, especially when you know he's the honorary mayor of Pacific Palisades, where we just had that Antichrist ritual, right? So, anyways, just figured I'd throw that in there. Okay. I have so many tabs open, I don't even know where to go next. Wait. Good thing I made notes. Here, you can't see it. Look. These are my notes. And then I had to go this way. So we're right, we're here. We're on 6. We're going back to Yoon, and then we're going to start talking about Blackhawk down. Oh, man. I'm really losing it, man. Okay, so we're back to Yoon, and now, thank you, Cody, you came in at the perfect time, because after watching your live stream yesterday on your Blackhawk down connections, I started digging into it myself, and there's a few things I should have mentioned. Here I am making all these connections with, and here, tell you what, actually, you know what I need to do? Before I get into the 223s, I should probably mention, these. Okay, so here I am making this connection between the Blackhawk helicopter and the Philadelphia Eagles, and as you just saw, there was a big thing I was missing that I never mentioned till now, and where's that tab? Man, I need a nap. Okay, so long story short, I've been connecting the helicopter crash, obviously, with the Kobe Bryant connections, everything. The helicopter crash with the Blackhawk helicopter, I've been connecting it to the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Well, I failed to mention this whole time, out of these, 17 videos I've done, I never mentioned Blackhawk down as 223 like Philadelphia 223. And then, you remember, the plane crash in Philadelphia was 223 days from 9/11. And the Synagogue of Satan is 223. And the book of Revelation mentions the angel of the church in Philadelphia and the Synagogue of Satan in the same chapter. And plane equals 223. I'll get into all that. But anyways, let me give you some background here. The helicopter and plane crash, remember, it was an American Eagle from Wichita, Kansas. That was on January 29th, the day leaving 336 days left in the year. And I pointed out how Philadelphia Eagles equals 336. Remember, they picked up win number 666 on the anniversary of Kobe's death, who died in a helicopter. And that same day, they tweeted out the picture of the helicopter, right? So the Philadelphia Eagles are the big team here connected to the helicopter, obviously, right? So we've already talked about all this. You'll have to go back and watch today. But long story short, that incident happened on the day leaving 336 days left in the year. The helicopter that crashed into the plane. Philadelphia Eagles is 336. I also mentioned how Eagles is a perfect match to crash in 3 out of the 4. Alright, I also mentioned that I'll briefly just touch on this, the helicopter pilot was named Andrew Eves, which equals 1831. That helicopter crash was 1,831 days after Kobe died in a helicopter. And remember, that was the helicopter crash was 159 days after Kobe's birthday, when helicopters 159, plane and helicopter 159, figure skaters 159. There were figure skaters on that plane. Okay, so there's, my connections to Philadelphia and the helicopter, right? So now let me go over here. So here's what I should have been mentioning this whole time. Blackhawk Down, right? There's a movie called Blackhawk Down, and notice it equals 223, like Philadelphia, 223. And again, I don't know if I have it pulled up here. I should, here, I'm just going to find a new tab. Here, let me go to my Facebook and scroll down until I find the 223. Hold on. And I do apologize, guys. I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is one of the worst shows I've ever done. Not, numbers-wise. I think the numbers are absolutely beautiful, and all credit to God. Pretty undeniable stuff. But as far as presentation goes, yeah, I got to apologize. This has been one of the worst presentations I've ever given. But I'm going to blame it on me being tired and exhausted and all that. But yeah, I do apologize. Shout out to my dad. Yesterday was his birthday. First birthday since he's been gone. So I do miss you, Dad. Much love. Yep, that was yesterday, his birthday. There I am. That's little me. There, you guys want to see some pictures for fun? Since we're hanging out. There's me and my dad. And it's me when I was probably, I don't know, about 8 years old there. About the same age. That's little me right there. It's me and my dad. That's this is my grandma Sandy that raised me from 13 to 18 right here. This picture is at the old St. Pete Pier. Look. So the organic side, how my name equals Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they wrote an article about me, right? Which I couldn't make that up. So just to prove, like, I'm not some agent. Look, it's hard to see, but if you look closely, gotta look real closely. That's a Buccaneers shirt. See the flag with the sword and crossbones there? But yep. I used to be a Buccaneers fan my whole life until 2019. There we are there. There we are there. There we are there. But, yep. Shout out to my dad. I love you. Miss you. Happy birthday. All right. Wait, what did Cody just say? That can't be true. There ain't no way. Hold on, let me turn this around. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Oh my gosh. I thought I'd get a little bit of a break, man. Breaking news, Delta Airlines, Japan Airlines planes collide on the ground in Seattle. Oh, here we go. Exactly 1 week after passenger plane. I guess I should show you my screen, huh? Man, well, well, what do we do now? Do we decode this on the fly? Is it on the news? Oh man, I don't know what to do. What do I do with my hands? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, well, I'm about to lose my mind. Yeah. If you have comments on this, I saw someone type in a 222. Let me know. We might have to let me plug in my cell phone charger. We might have to put on the TV. Japan Airlines is 222. Oh my gosh. You guys just saw me connect all this stuff to the number 222, right? Oh my gosh. See, I'm so freaking scattered, dude. I don't even know what to do right now. Nah, it ain't Kobe Japan. That would be funny, though. But yeah, there is Kobe Japan, yeah. There's also an Obama Japan, as we just talked about. Man. Well, what should I do? Should I end the stream and come back with another stream, or just keep it going? Man, well, this took a turn. I mean, do I even need to do a whole full decode on this? I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going on. It's pretty obvious these are rituals. Let me get a pen and a paper. Let me start taking some notes. Man, maybe this is why I'm under so much spiritual warfare today, because the enemy knew I was about to bust him again. Yeah, let me go ahead and plug in my cell phone charger at this point, because it looks like we're going to be here for a minute. My goodness. This could turn into one of them 3-hour-long live streams. How long have we been on? An hour and a half? Man. I mean, I just got done connecting all these plane incidents to the number 222. I haven't even looked it up, but people are telling me Japan Airlines is 222. I'll have to see. Okay, well, here we are, guys. Let's read it. And I don't even know if I was done with the other stuff yet. Let's see. What was I planning to talk about today? Oh, no, I wasn't even done. No, we were just on the 223s. Yeah. So let me not forget about the other stuff I was talking about. I do want to pull up the other 223s with Philadelphia. Oh my goodness, man. Well, here we go. You're telling me Delta Airlines is a perfect match to Japan Airlines? I'm glad Cody's in here. Alright, well, tell me what I should be looking up here. Give me all the good stuff. You're telling me Delta Airlines equals Japan Airlines? We'll get back to the breaking news. 1 second. I just want to make sure I got the 223 stuff pulled up for when we talk about the Blackhawk stuff again. Look, here's my post right here. I just made this post 22 hours ago, all about the plane crashes and the number 222. We'll go through all of it again, I guess. Man. This is crazy, man. Look at me talking about the plane stuff and the 222. I knew they weren't done with the plane stuff, man. I knew it. Sorry this is taking me so long to get to the picture I need. I should have added it to the end here. Let's see if I did. There it is. There's the 223s I'm looking for. Okay. Let me get to the news. Delta Airlines, Japan Airlines planes collide on the ground in Seattle. Alright guys, do me a favor, share this video out everywhere. I know the earlier part wasn't a great presentation, but all the numbers are correct. And, wow. This is big news. Let's get some people in here. Delta Airlines, Japan Airlines planes collide on the ground in Seattle. Exactly 1 week after passenger plane and an Army Blackhawk helicopter crashed midair near DC, killing 67, a Japan Airlines plane and Delta Airlines plane collide in Seattle. Wow. Alright, so let's see. I guess we're going to do this on the fly. I wonder... Here, let me check the news. I wonder if the news is covering this yet. They're probably not going to cover this story like they did with the Philadelphia story where we covered it live all night. So yeah, it's not like a big story. It's not like people, like it crashed and a bunch of people are dead, but still, it's all about the symbolism. Another plane incident. Japan Airlines flight. Seattle SeaTac Airport. Just making some notes of some things to look up here real quick. Seattle. SeaTac Airport. All right, let's see. Is it on the news at all? Nope, they're talking about Trump on CNN. I was going to say, if they got it on TV, we can put that on real quick. Nope. Alright, let me get back to YouTube. And, tell you what, let me turn this around. And, I'll get to work on it. Or, you know what? Before I get to work on it, let me spend 5 minutes finishing up my presentation, and then we'll get to the new stuff. All right. Long story short, guys, here's some new stuff for you. Okay, Blackhawk down is 223, like Philadelphia 223. We had that plane crash in Philadelphia 223 days before the anniversary of 9/11, and plane equals 223. Philadelphia 223, the synagogue of Satan 223. And the book of Revelation mentions the angel of the church in Philadelphia and the synagogue of Satan. And 223 is the backwards 322. Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs has that 322. Oh, there it was. Man, I'm so... See what I mean? I am just all over the place. I just spent all that time looking for that slide when it was the next slide in my presentation. My goodness. Now, another thing Cody pointed out, he said the Black Hawk Down incident happened on October 3rd. The Black Hawk Down incident happened October 3rd. You know whose birthday is October 3rd? Sean Duffy. The guy we connected American Pie to and all that stuff, he's the new United States Secretary of Transportation. So his birthday is October 3rd. And that is the day the Black Hawk Down incident happened, October 3rd, 93. And there's a new show coming out one day after the Super Bowl called Surviving Black Hawk Down. And that's crazy because we've been connecting all this to the Super Bowl. And it just happens to come out one day after the Super Bowl. And I'm not saying that Mahomes is going to necessarily three-peat and leave the Eagles with their record 6-6-6 and 6-6-6, but it is interesting that Surviving Black Hawk Down is a 3-part series, and it's about the downing of 3 Black Hawk helicopters, as Mahomes is looking for 3 in a row, or will he stay on 3 Super Bowl wins? We'll see. But 3 is definitely a part of it. And also, it says Black Hawk Down, a story of modern war, is based on a series of 29 articles written by journalist Mark Bowden for the Philadelphia Inquirer. All right, there's Philadelphia, right? There's your connection to the Philadelphia Eagles. And there's your 29. It happened on the 29th day of the year. Potomac 29, the Snake 29, Kobe, the Black Mamba. And look at the publication date, February 10th. Again, that's one day. The Super Bowl is on February 9th, right? So this came out, the story of Black Hawk Down came out on February 10th. And that's when this new show, Surviving Black Hawk Down, is going to come out, February 10th. And the gematria of Surviving Black Hawk Down is 325. And the Super Bowl where the Eagles are going to play, which we're connecting all this to, the Super Bowl is going to be on the day leaving 325 days left in the year. But yep, the Eagles have 666 wins, and it's all been connected, man. We connected it to that song, The Day the Music Died, or the crash, The Day the Music Died, that inspired the song, American Pie, that was first performed in Philadelphia, and the Super Bowl is going to be 66 years, 6 days after the day the music died, the plane crash. Okay, let's get to the new stuff. Let me turn this around. Let me start digging into this and see what we find here. Actually, I'm going to keep my phone plugged in. Hold on. You never know. I might find some stuff now and then come back later. I don't know. Like I said, I was hoping for a bit of a break today. I'm clearly mentally exhausted, and now we have another plane incident, you know. What can you do? Okay, I guess you guys are just going to look at my face for a little bit because I got to start looking into this. Okay, let's pull up the old calculator. Let's start looking some stuff up here. I mean, honestly, just for the sake of my mental health, I probably shouldn't do a whole, 12-hour long deep dive into this. What's the point? I mean, they're obviously all rituals. You don't even need the gematria at this point. How have we had, let's see, the Potomac crash, the crash in Philadelphia, the incident at the Houston airport, the incident at the Chicago airport, and now an incident in Seattle. That's 5 plane incidents in the last week. So, no, I'm probably not going to spend 20 hours digging into this one. But let's see what we can find here. What I'll probably do, just cover what I can right now, put out a short video. Hey guys, we covered this new plane incident. And, if I find anything else, I'll let you know tomorrow, because I got to take a break, man. I've been saying it for days that I need a break, and the break just ain't coming. Alright, well, let's see what I can find here. Wow. So right off the rip, Delta Airlines 222. Unbelievable. That's the first thing I look up. Delta Airlines 222. Have I not connected every one of these plane incidents to the number 222? We just went over it in this live. So thank you, God, for the confirmation. You're telling me I started the show talking about 222 and plane incidents, telling you they're all connected, and while I'm live, we get this headline, Delta Airlines equals 222. All right, let's look up Japan Airlines. I mean, really, if it's just the 222, what more needs to be said than that? I think I've proven the point. Are you serious, dude? Are you serious? So Cody was right. Japan Airlines is a perfect match to Delta Airlines, including the number 222. Oh my gosh. Like, what is this world we're living in? What is this? Like, is this real life? Am I in the Matrix? Like, what? Dude, oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'm on the verge of tears, dude. Like, how is this possible? I've spent all week long doing video after video after video on the planes, and I connected every single plane story to the number 222. This... I don't know what to say, dude. Japan Airlines 222, Delta Airlines 222. I am just... Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for this gift. And I know we started off this video rough with me getting frustrated at myself, but if you guys can't see that God is working through me, I don't know what to tell you, man. You guys have been here watching this live. We've been on for 2 hours. I spent half this live stream talking about the plane crashes and the number 222. And you're telling me as I'm live, we get two planes collide on a runway. Japan Airlines is 222 and Delta Airlines is 222. I mean, what do I do with this information? Because really, I mean, I could dig for 12 hours, but what else do you need? What else do you need, man? Oh my gosh, man. Wow. I can't believe it, man. I'm overwhelmed today. I'm just in shock. I mean, let me pull it up for you. Let me show you what I'm talking about, man. Cody, when you first said that, I thought you were kidding or mistaken. Actually, when you first said there was another plane incident, I thought that was a joke. And then when you said that both of them equaled 222, I thought that was a joke. I thought you were kidding or mistaken. I'm like, come on. Yeah, another plane incident. Yeah, 222. Yeah. This is crazy, man. Did I not cover all the 222s live yesterday about the plane incident? And then when I got done, I got the information about the American Pie movie connected to the 222 and 9/11. I said huge confirmation and put out a short video. Well, this blows that way out of the water. Like, talk about a huge confirmation. Japan Airlines is 222. Delta Airlines is 222. Absolutely unbelievable. Seattle, where the first U.S. case of COVID was 222 days from Trump's birthday. Yeah, there was a 222 with the Swedish incident. Yep, we're going to cover that again. Look, Delta Airlines, Japan Airlines, planes collide on the ground in Seattle. The first U.S. case of COVID was in Seattle, 222 days from Trump's birthday. Look at this. Delta Airlines 222, Japan Airlines 222. Are you kidding me, dude? This is absolutely unreal. I think I'm going to have to, I don't know, I feel like I should do this justice. And maybe not like a real long live stream, but maybe come back. Hold on, let me set this down. Because this right here deserves its own separate live stream, I think. So we might have to end this and fire up another one. Hold on. Man. What do you say? Who else in the world is talking about this stuff besides me, Cody, Jurassic, Adam the Illusion, a couple other people? How many people are keeping up with this every single day, breaking it down like this? You know, all credit to God, man. Like this is like next level Matrix stuff right here, man. I don't even know what else to look up. I mean, what else do you need? Let's see. Let's keep going. I mean, I'm sure there's a whole bunch more. Let's see. You know what? I think I'm probably going to do that. I feel like I should just put together something for a few minutes. Maybe just nothing but the 222 stuff. Yeah, maybe come back on. Nothing about the 666 and the Eagles. Just the 222. I don't know. This has been a very interesting show today. I'll say that. I don't think I've ever had a show like this. Started out getting frustrated during the show because I had one little thing in the wrong place and was, beating myself up and getting frustrated, and then I said, man, this feels like a spiritual attack. This feels like spiritual warfare. And then as I'm live, this happened. So I get it now. I get why I'm under such attack. Because we're like one of the only people in the whole entire world exposing this stuff. Do I have anyone in my personal life that'll listen to this info? You mean besides my wife? No. Nope, I lost all friends and family. I mean, I still got family, but they're not interested in any of this stuff at all. But yeah. I mean, man. Okay, let me look deeper. Delta Airlines 222, Japan Airlines 222, and they're a perfect match in every cipher. Is Cody still in here? I'm so tired, I really don't want to spend more than 5 minutes looking into it. says Kobe, Japan is Seattle's oldest sister city. So that's interesting, obviously. Because, like I said, we had the first U.S. case of COVID in Seattle, 222 days from Trump's birthday, and Kobe's death kicked off coronavirus. He died 22 weeks, 2 days from his birthday, buried in Corona Del Mar. So yeah, I'll probably throw that in there. But I'm thinking I'm going to wrap this up soon after maybe I do another quick recap on the, I'll fly through it, Sweden and the Ohio shooting. I just want to go through that again quickly. And then I'll probably shut it down. It's 5 o'clock now. Try to put something together quick and another live stream. Because, yeah, with this news and with the huge connection, there ain't no way I can't do a separate live dedicated just to what just happened. Keep it nice and short, about 30 minutes, and call it a day. It really shouldn't take me too long to put it together either. Let me see. So yeah, the Kobe connection, that's good. Obviously, this is all connected to Kobe. And we'll go through the 222s again. But wow. Unbelievable, man. As I'm live, literally recapping the... I mean, how many minutes before we got that headline was I just talking about the 222 and the airplanes? Like 20 minutes, maybe? Maybe 20 minutes before that? Well, it's also, including the end date, it is 181 days from Obama's birthday. Barack Obama, 181. Barack Hussein Obama II, 181. But obviously the 222, very big with Obama. But yeah, I mean, that's basically the decode I'm going to present, but do please come back in about an hour. Maybe it might even be an hour and a half at this point. But yeah, we're going to mention Kobe being the Kobe, Japan is the sister city of Seattle, and Japan Airlines 222, Delta Airlines 222, and Japan Airlines is a perfect match to Delta Airlines, including the number 129. Which is the date all this kicked off, on 129. That was the first plane crash. Japan Airlines was founded on 8-1. That's a good one. Like Kobe scored 81 in game 666. Kobe being Bryant, 81. Mark of the Beast, 81. Wow. Unbelievable. Seattle's in Washington. Oh, speaking of Seattle and Washington, let's give another shout out to our good friend Jurassic Liars Garo. His other prediction, remember we talked earlier about his one prediction, Trump's going to get his deadly head wound on Obama's birthday, 8-4. His other prediction, something catastrophic is going to happen in Seattle, Washington on June 11th. And remember, that's the time that Trump was shot in Butler at 6:11 p.m. So, yeah, heads up if you live in Seattle, Washington, be on the lookout June 11th. And Garo says you should get out of Seattle. And he makes a good case, so definitely go check out his channel, watch him. But yeah, speaking of Seattle, that's Garo's other prediction that basically Washington is going to be they're going to be hit with something. June 11th, and Seattle is basically going to be like ground zero, essentially. Let's see. Let me just look up a few things here since we're all together. Yeah, Sleepless in Seattle. Tom Hanks, yeah, first celebrity, right? Cody said, I just put out a short video. Everyone, if you want to check it out after we end here. Yep, everybody make sure you check out Decoding with Cody. He just put out a new short video. Is it about what just happened, Cody? Is it about the airplanes? All right, give me a few minutes just to look some stuff up here. I can't believe it, man. Well, if anybody thought I was crazy, think again. It's mathematically impossible for every single one of these plane incidents to connect to that number. All right, Cody says it's about the sum of all fears. So make sure you check that out. Here, let me give Cody the proper shout out. So here's Jurassic Liars. All right, we talked about him a bunch today. Make sure you check him out. And let me show you Decoding with Cody. So here's Cody right here. Decoding with Cody, Decoding with a K, and Cody with a K. And let's see, here's his video right here. The sum of all fear, Super Bowl 59 and 333. There you go. Yeah, we talked a lot about the number 333 yesterday. I think Patrick LeVon Mahomes the second is 333 and Philadelphia Eagles is 333, right, Cody? All right, so there's Cody and Jurassic, and let me just look up a few more things, and then we'll get to the recap on Sweden and Ohio, and then we'll shut it down for probably 30 minutes to an hour, and then we'll come back tonight, maybe around 6:30ish. All right. Oh man, I can't even believe it, man. I just can't believe it. I see my computer's dying too. Let me go get a computer charger also. Again, this has been one of the most ridiculous lives I've ever done. Spiritual warfare, amazing things, undeniable things, breaking news, just... It's one of them days, man. It is one of them days. Wow. And for all the people that have been like on the fence, like, hey, is this guy crazy? Is there something wrong with this guy? You know, you can just make anything up with these numbers. You can connect anything. I literally have gone out of my way this week to show you how every single one of the plane incidents was connected to the number 222. And while I'm live, we have two planes collide, and both of the Delta Airlines 222 Japan Airlines 222. That is one of the most amazing things to ever happen right there. I was talking about it. It's in my notes. Look, it's literally in my notes today to talk about the, I mean, you probably can't see it, but on the bottom, 222 Squid, and we just went through it. Look at my dirty fingernails. Ooh, that was embarrassing. Anyway, wow. Unreal, man. Just unreal. Okay, a few more things. Let me look into. I'm only going to look up a few more things, then I'm just going to call it on this. I mean, really, what more do you need to know? Another plane incident, another 222. Well, that's an honorable mention. Interesting there. Let's see. Is it accurate? $314. Okay, so I probably won't even mention this in the next video because it's just like an honorable mention. But we've been connecting these plane crashes to Pi, American Pie. Remember, American Pie was first performed on Pi Day, March 14th, 314. So the mayor of Seattle is Bruce Harrell. And anyway, today is 3 years, 1 month, and 4 days after he became the mayor. 3 years, 1 month, 4 days. That's Pi, 314. So, honorable mention there. But I probably won't even include that in the decode. Trust me, there's all kinds of stuff all the time that I could mention. I try to just mention the best stuff. But, yeah, that is interesting. And, yeah, I really think that's about all I'm going to do on this. Oh, his name equals 201, of course. Bruce Harrell, 201. All right, man. Here, let me just show you. Delta Airlines is a perfect match to Japan Airlines. And then we'll do the little recap. Then I'll shut it down, put it together real quick for you, and come right back. That is the plan for tonight. Another long night. Well, maybe this way, since it's breaking so early, maybe I won't be up till 4 a.m. this morning. Guys, I've gotten like no sleep lately. Like the last 7 days, I've been going to bed at anywhere between 3 and 4 a.m. So, and then I've been waking up, you know, early too, not getting much sleep. That's why I'm a little cranky and a little out of sorts today. So what am I even doing? All right, I'm showing you that they're a perfect match, right? Japan Airlines, perfect match to Delta Airlines, including the number 222. Wow. Absolutely unreal. Okay, we're back on track. Yeah, Gene, things are only going to get crazier. Alright guys, well, if you're just joining us, we have some breaking news. Let me pull it up for you. I might have lost it. Delta, Japan, Seattle. Actually, hold on. I swear this has been the worst. This has been the best and worst live ever. Give me one more second. Something I didn't look up yet. I promise you the next live stream will be much better. Just nice and smooth. But at least we're getting it out there. It might not be pretty, but we're getting it out there today. Okay. All right, so your headline. Breaking news. Delta Airlines, Japan Airlines planes collide on the ground in Seattle. And here you go. Delta Airlines is a perfect match to Japan Airlines in every cipher across the board. So they're a perfect match, including the number 222. And every single plane story connected to the number 222. Where is it here? We had the plane crash. This is just a couple months ago. We had the Azerbaijan Airlines plane that crashed on Christmas Day in Kazakhstan, 222 days after the president of Kazakhstan's birthday, and it was 222 days before Obama's birthday. Azerbaijan Airlines plane, 222. And that's not what I was looking for. I've got so many tabs open today, I'm not sure. Here, let me just... We're not going to recap that stuff. Let me just get to the two. I literally made a post about it a few hours ago. Right here. Refresh. So yeah, the song American Pie about a plane crash, and then there's a movie American Pie, came out 2 years, 2 months, 2 days before 9/11. The movie American Pie came out 22 weeks and 2 days from the anniversary of the day the music died, which is the plane crash. And the song American Pie was performed for the first time 222 days from Obama's birthday. And we just had the plane collide with the tug at O'Hare 222 days before 9/11, and O'Hare equals 222, and O'Hare's birthday is 222 days from Obama's birthday. And then the plane crash in Philadelphia was 222 days before the mayor's birthday, and 222 days after the president of Mexico's birthday, and everyone on the plane was from Mexico, and the little girl was at Shriners Hospital, which is 222, and the plane that crashed into the helicopter was flight 5342. When you write it out, that equals 222, and the plane that caught on fire in Houston, including the end date, that was 222 days from 9/11, and the plane was going to go to New York, which equals 222. That was United Airlines flight, which equals 222. Like February 2nd is 222. That's when we got that headline, February 2nd. And then here's the plane crash in Azerbaijan, or the Azerbaijan Airlines plane that crashed in Kazakhstan 222 days from the leader of Kazakhstan's birthday and 222 days before Obama's birthday, Azerbaijan Airlines plane 222. So this was literally part of my presentation today, and I'll probably include the 222, all this, I have to, with the, because all these plane crashes are connected to the Super Bowl. And the 222, obviously connected to the Chiefs and Kobe. You know, Kobe died at the beginning of Corona. COVID kicked off in Seattle. You know, first U.S. case of COVID was 222 days from Trump's birthday. Where's that? Right here. Just days before Kobe died, Seattle. See how it says Washington right here in the state of Washington? Seattle, Washington, home of the Space Needle. So this stuff is absolutely undeniable. And yeah, we're going to be coming back with all this stuff. It's just going to be about the number 222. Okay, man. And honestly, here's the problem. I mean, it's not really a problem, but I've had to save and upload these photos so many times. I can already tell that by like saving and re-uploading, they're starting to get fuzzy. That's what happens. So when I come back, you know, the slides might be a little bit fuzzy, but it's whatever. Because I'm going to just save them in this order from this post. I can't hunt them all down and put them back in order like I did. But anyways, look out for a big show whenever we get done with this. Okay, let's move on to the quick recap, guys. If you're just coming in here, I do want to recap the shootings because that's what I spent all night putting together. So let me recap that for you again real quick, and then we will wrap this up. And I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, quickest recap ever here. Here's your Ohio shooting, which I think is predictive programming for the Trump assassination. Again, Jurassic Liars Garo, he thinks the Trump shooting, when it happens, is going to be in Ohio. So, anyways, Ohio warehouse shooting, suspect at large. After 1 killed, 5 injured. They have apprehended the suspect, Bruce Foster III. Okay, this is all connected to Trump. All right, quickest recap ever. Here we go. This happened in Ohio. It happened in New Albany, Ohio, and the suspect was arrested in Columbus, and the shooting happened at a warehouse. Warehouse equals 47. He was arrested in Columbus, which equals 47. The shooting happened in New Albany, which equals 47. Ohio equals 47, like White House 47, President 47, Trump equals 47, and Trump just became number 47. The address where this happened, it's KDC 1 Columbus. And the address of this place is 8825. Trump equals 88 and 25. This happened at KDC 1. KDC 1 equals 25 and 29, like Trump is 25 and 29. This happened at KDC 1 Columbus, which equals 76, like manufacturing plant 76. Active shooting 76, Donald John Trump 76. KDC 1, Columbus, 220, 76, like Donald John Trump, 220 and 76. Active shooting 68, 76, Donald John Trump, 68, 76. This happened exactly 48 weeks from the governor's birthday in New Albany, Ohio, which equals 48, like Donald Trump 48, and Trump was shot 48 weeks before his birthday at a Trump rally, and Trump shot is 48, and Trump rally is 48. This happened 207 days after Trump was shot in Butler, and this happened in New Albany, Ohio, which equals 207. Workplace shooting 248, President Donald Trump 248, Trump assassination 248, America 248 years old right now. Warehouse shooting 222 like Trump 222. And Trump went back to Butler 2 months and 22 days after being shot in the ear in Butler. Right? And 2 months, 22 days is also 84 days, like Butler equals 84. And Trump's birthday 6/14. 6 times 14 is 84. And he went back to Butler exactly 84 months after the calm before the storm statement. And that's Garo's prediction. August 4th, 8/4, Trump had won. All right. Warehouse shooting 222 like Trump 222. And the area code for New Albany, Ohio just happens to be 614, which is Trump's birthday, 614. And cosmetic manufacturing plant 109, like shooting 109. The shooting in Sweden was also connected to the 109, as you're going to see. The suspect's last name, Foster, has the same 3 numbers as murder. And Bruce Foster, 51, like mass shooting 51. This happened on a day with 51 date numerology. And look at that. Just in case you thought it was all coincidence, Bruce Foster is a perfect match to mass shooting in 3 out of the 4. And Bruce Foster III is 159, like mass shooting, and Donald Trump 159. All right, so that's Ohio. Let's do Sweden, and then we will wrap this up. So this one, I believe, was connected to Obama. It says, Prime Minister declares worst mass shooting in Swedish history after gunman kills 10. February 4th. Huge connection to Obama. This happened in Örebro, Sweden, which equals 181. It happened 181 days from Obama's birthday. The name of the school, Risbergska School, 181, and the official name of the school, Risbergska Skolan, 181. This happened 181 days from Obama's birthday. Barack Hussein Obama II, 181. Barack Obama, 181. Wow. Adult, now remember, they're calling it 2 different things here. And this is why I got bent out of shape earlier, because not even a big deal. I made no mistakes. I just put the wrong headline for the wrong slide. And it's not a secret in the decode that they're referring to it as 2 different things. Adult education school and adult education facility. All right? If you're wondering why I got frustrated earlier, this is why. I had the wrong slide in the wrong place is all. But anyways, adult education school equals 222, like the Antichrist, Barack Obama, the Beast of Revelation, Antichrist system, order out of chaos. They're all 222. Risbergska Skolan, 64, like Örebro, Sweden, 64. Barack Hussein Obama, 64, the Antichrist, 64. The Prime Minister of Sweden, he assumed office on 10/18, October 18th. Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Barak means lightning, bomb of the heights. And look at this. Adult education school equals 10/18. So adult education school equals 222, big number with Obama. Adult education school equals 10/18. And the Prime Minister of Sweden, he assumed office on 10/18. Now speaking of Satan, this happened on the 35th day of the year in Örebro, which equals 35, like Satan 35, and the suspect is 35 years old. And it happened on the day leaving 330 days left in the year. Satan is 330. And the gunman killed 10 people. Satan equals 10. And the Prime Minister called it worst mass shooting in Swedish history, which equals 163, like Barack Hussein Obama, 163. And let's look at the correct headline here. It says, fatalities confirmed in shooting at adult education facility. Right? Where's my slide? Here you go. Adult education facility, 359, 134. Barack Hussein Obama II, 359, 134. This is why I got upset earlier. All I did, I put the wrong post here. But it wasn't a mistake because they're, this is ABC News. Like, this is legit news. They're calling it both things: adult education facility and adult education school. And yeah, I had a little bit of a meltdown earlier, just spiritual warfare, beating myself up because I put the wrong part here. But as you can see, I had slides screenshotted like this that said adult education facility, and that was my goal, to put that up here. But as I showed you, adult education school was 222, obviously connected to Obama, and adult education school was also 1018. Okay, so that was my my OCD meltdown there. Sweden shooting has the 177-201, like the Jesuit order and that old serpent, 177-201. 201, big number with Obama, the son of perdition, Barack Hussein Obama, 201. Event 201 on 1018. Preparing for disease X, 201 days from Obama's birthday and 201 weeks after COVID declared a pandemic. The shooting happened 33 minutes past the hour, of course. This according to police, which equals 33, like Masonry 33. The suspect who did the killing, Ricard Anderson, has the 74, like killing 74, Masonic 74. This happened 37 days after the Prime Minister's birthday, which is perfect because shooting is 37 and Orebro is 37. And look how perfect the name of the suspect fits in. Ricard Anderson. Ricard 37, Anderson 37, in the same cipher as Orebro 37. 37 days from the Prime Minister's birthday, shooting 37. And remember the date that the Prime Minister assumed office, that 1018? So the shooting at the Rizbergska school was 109 days from the anniversary of him assuming office. Rizbergska 109, shooting 109, and look at the last name of the suspect with the two S's in it. Look at that. You get the 109, like Rizbergska, like shooting, and it just happened to be 109 days from that 1018 date where he assumed office from the anniversary. And this mass shooting happened on a day with 51 date numerology. Like mass shooting is 51, and whether you say adult education school or adult education facility, the root is adult education, which has that 51 like mass shooting. And look at this, Mary Pigato, a 54-year-old student at the school, said she and her students had to run to safety after someone burst into her classroom and told them to get out. And look, Mary Pigato, 51, 165, like mass shooting. Where have we seen those numbers before? Remember the name of the suspect in the Ohio shooting? His name was, what was it? Man, is it Bruce Foster? Right? Remember Bruce Foster? Yeah, it was Bruce Foster. He equaled mass shooting in 3 ciphers, including those 2 right there. Same numbers, different day. And if anybody would like to support the channel, here's how you can do so. Any support is very much appreciated. 192? You're kidding me. Hold on. If anyone wants to support the channel, here's how you can do so. Any support, very much appreciated. This is my full-time job. I'm not monetized, so thank you to everyone who does support. I could really use the support. A lot of work goes into this stuff, so if you guys could help me out, very much appreciated. Let me turn this around and see what you guys are saying. But yeah, how does that line up so perfect to Obama? Orebro, Sweden, 181. Rizbergska School, 181. Rizbergska Skolan, 181. Obama's full name and Barack Obama, 181. We get that headline 181 days from Obama's birthday. What are the odds? Now let me see what you guys are talking about here. Someone said something about 192. Wow, I just noticed there's a movie called Flight 192. That's wild. There's a movie called Flight 192. You guys know Obama equals 192, leave the world behind 192. The movie ends in the Commodus bunker who died in the year 192. But yeah, does this story in Seattle have anything to do with the 192? Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe they were just mentioning the movie. I was about to say, that'd be crazy if the story today involved a 192. Yeah, let me read a little bit more here. But yeah, I've basically covered, 1921. Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying, 1921. But yeah, that is interesting. There's a movie called Flight 192. I have 192 thumbs up right now. How's that for synchronicity? But okay, yeah. I was going to say, man, that would be crazy if it was like even more connected to Obama. Because remember, the 222 is connected to Obama. Obviously, Delta Airlines 222, Japan Airlines 222. And today is 181, including the end date. Today's 181 from Obama's birthday, which his name equals. But yeah, I think that's it for now. Let me take a sip of water. Actually, give me 1 second. My wife, I didn't plan on being live this long. My wife is about to leave to go to work. Let me talk to her 1 second. And she's got a short shift tonight, just 6 to 8. If you didn't know, my wife's an in-home caregiver. So she's about to leave. And yeah, let me just talk to her 1 second, all right? Be right back. All right, guys. There's Cody doing it to me. I'm always doing it to him. Whenever Cody disappears, I'm always like, the Illuminati got him, or Cody got raptured. Now Cody's doing it to me. Yep, I got raptured. All right, guys. So, yeah, my wife's about to leave, and my boys are about to leave for church. So, it's going to be interesting night here, trying to put together a live stream on the fly. But we will get it done. If you don't know, I have 4 kids, so 2 kids are going to church. My wife's going to work, which means I got 2 other kids here who I'm gonna have. They'll be fine. But yeah, I'll have. You never know. I might be live. They might come in here screaming in an hour or 2. That's always a possibility. That's all I'm saying. Is when you're going live and you have children in the other room, you know, they might come in, and I might have to go check on them a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, I will have a couple kids running around while I'm live, but I don't normally go live at that time, so. And it's rare that it's all lining up like this where, because normally my 10-year-old son, he's like my helper when I go live and the wife goes to work. My 10-year-old son helps police everybody. But he's going to church, my wife's going to work, so it'll be all right. We'll put on Barney in concert. You know, I grew up on Barney in concert. I'm a 90s kid. I was born in 91. Barney in concert was my jam. And, you know, the kids do love that, so. I don't support dinosaurs. I don't even know if dinosaurs existed. Probably not. All the lies they tell us, but, you know, I don't know if Barney's a good Christian show to watch or not, but it's nostalgic. And I grew up on Barney in concert, and my point, I still know all the words to all the songs. I find that video on YouTube. It's like a built-in babysitter, kind of. You just put on Barney in concert, and you're good for like an hour. So that's probably what I'll do, put on some Barney in concert, and come bang out another fire live stream. And hopefully a little less OCD in the next one. What a day, man. Okay, well, now I'm rambling. Wow. One of the weirdest live streams I've ever done. Cool and weird. That's for sure. Okay, this is one, I'll never forget about this one. I've done 10,000 videos. This is one of the weirdest videos I've ever done. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up. Shooting in Sweden, all by the numbers. What did I just say? Shooting in Sweden, all by the numbers. Shooting in Ohio, all by the numbers. We covered all the Blackhawk down stuff, and the Philadelphia stuff, and the American Pie stuff, and the 222 connected to the plane crashes. And now we have a new plane incident. 2 planes collide in Seattle. Both airlines equal 222. Delta Airlines and Japan Airlines. Wow. So, I'll have that short video for you. Probably in an hour. It's 5:45. I would say probably 7 o'clock at the latest. I'll try to get on in about an hour, but it might be 7. We'll see. So, thank you guys for being here today. Thank you guys for being part of the channel. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, although I'm going to see you in about an hour. So, yeah, I'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out. Do me a favor, on the way out, hit the like and the share. Very much appreciated. If you guys want to leave a comment right after I get done to help the algorithm, that's always helpful. So thank you to everyone who does that. And, wow, what a confirmation. 222 with the planes, yet again. All right, guys. Keep looking up. We are living in the biblical end of days. Jesus is coming very soon. I can't wait. My goodness, I cannot wait. And I will see you guys very soon, in about an hour. All right, guys. God bless. Much love. See you soon.